So much can be said about the road to revolution and the Revolutionary War. We could spend the entire semester studying the events that led to the revolution, the main characters, and the political writings, not to mention another whole semester studying the military history of the war itself. There are thousands of resources on these topics that can provide a more in-depth study. But what I want you to focus on today is the understanding that independence from Britain was not an easy or quick decision. We often hear talk about the revolution as this magnificent overthrow of tyranny by these almost superhero-like men. While it can be viewed as those things, there is a quieter and deliberate side to the revolution. The colonists were proud to be British. Being British meant that you fell under the empire and its protection with its grand navy and victorious military. It meant that you enjoyed more rights and freedoms than most European nations. It also meant that you could return to Britain and its magnificent palaces and respected institutions of higher learning. It was an honor to be British. When the colonists disagreed with Parliament's taxes, they ignored them. And when that no longer worked, they began political commentary and economic action in the form of boycotts. They then sent messages to the king and Parliament, stating their allegiance to their mother country, but admonishing the taxes. Most colonists wanted to remain British subjects, but they wanted to be respected as British subjects. It wasn't until Parliament and the monarchy directly refused the colonists' claim of representation that support for independence flourished. Just imagine how difficult it must have been to break with Britain, to leave behind that protection and status in the world, and turn to a loose collection of colonial assemblies and a militia for support and guidance. The Stamp Act was passed in 1765, and the United States of America didn't declare independence until 1776, over 10 years later. Independence was not a rash decision by a few men. The colonists fought to remain British subjects, but in the end, Britain made the decision to treat them as rebels, so rebels they became.